Stephen Covey once said, "What you do has far greater impact than what you say." I didn't know Arni as well as any who have spoken today, but what I knew of him was a man of utmost decency and fairness. Above all else, what I felt for the last hour has reinforced in me that this great nation of ours is truly built of a series of strong families. And if there is anything that we must fight for at all costs, is to preserve that. We didn't belong to the same political party, but when I was asked to speak, I accepted, and I was told that Arni asked for it. And I accepted because more than anything else that I can say, it is the presence of being able to participate in unison in events such as this that must send the message that we, above all else, are Barbadians and fighting the same battles. I want to say to his children that this has been a surreal moment for me, because in so many aspects, I can feel and understand all that you have said here. I also want to say to his wife that her comments resonated, Anita, because I grew up in a household, and when we all finished studying, my mother would tell us, "All of you are lawyers like your father, but I am the law." I now understand why you put up the finger. But above all else, seriously, Arni gave his life to service. And the fact that as a teacher in all that he did, that persons still recognize that he made a difference in their lives should comfort each and every one of you that his passage on this earth, while seeing his foremost duty to you each, he was able still to make a difference in the lives of others. That is not an easy thing to do, because very often people become so consumed in one aspect of their life that the balance that is necessary to give love and to give support to the people who are closest to you is often compromised. That he walked with balance is perhaps the greatest tribute that you can give, and you have given to him. I want equally to say that it is not beyond notice that Arni was a human symbol of the social partnership. He worked with labor in his life. He worked with the employers for a larger part in Barbados, and he worked as government, as Minister of Labor. And that he could walk each of those three routes with commitment and faith, and without anyone questioning how he did it, speaks volumes as to his commitment to task that all of you referred to this morning. Barbados will miss him, his commitment to knowledge, his commitment to people, his commitment to causes. And I said at the beginning that this reminds me about strong families. Ken, Gordon Walters was an institution. And the fact that you still quote him today reinforces that. Sir Richard Cheltenham is here, and he often has been the purveyor of stories to me about the great clans of St. Patrick's. I often wonder what was it about the water in St. Patrick's that made those families from St. Patrick's almost seem prouder than most other districts in this country. And I am saying so, but I see the principal of the University of the West, of Cave Hill campus of the University of the West Indies here. And I'm not joking, but I would want to encourage, especially at this difficult time in our country's history, where the absence of parenting and the absence of strong families is having its impact on us all. I really would want a sociological study as to what is it that would make certain communities and certain parishes and certain institutions. I am definitely not talking about the Commonwealth Mafia. You see? But seriously, as a former registrar, the university may owe you a few favors. I would wish to see what is it that makes certain districts, certain parishes, certain institutions rise and have a larger than life shadow. And in understanding that, we may better understand how to replicate it at scale so that this country can be even greater than what it is today. I want to thank you, the family, for making the sacrifices that you would have made to allow Arni to share with his students, with his job, with his party, with ultimately building Barbados. And it is the small deeds, when taken collectively, that make the defining difference to allow us to transform at scale. Arni, the love that has been reflected here for you today is palpable. And it is a clear example that you sowed the seeds that have now sprung in glorious wonder, not just simply to say, I love you, but to ensure through Zane, who is the youngest, that as Ken spoke about Gordon, that she too one day will speak about Arni. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you. I have to apologize for leaving because there are some bilaterals that I have to conduct before persons leave, and they're due to leave at 1. So I really, really wanted to stay, but I think I have shown you that my heart has truly been touched this morning. Thank you.